The carnival of so-called experts are itching to find a way to gain some kind of access to Harry and Meghan's children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. And the motives of the carnival of so-called experts who work and write columns for tabloids like Daily Mail, Express, The Mirror, The Sun tabloid, their motives are evil. They don't wish well for either Harry, Meghan, or even Harry and Meghan's kids. But with every single passing day, I can see clearly that indeed the rota, carnival of so-called experts, are itching to find a way to gain access to Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana, Harry and Meghan's kids. I'll explain what just happened. Now, a carnival of so-called expert called Louella has claimed that Harry and Meghan could soften tensions with their own family, with William, Charles, Kate, and Camilla, with a gesture. And that gesture is apparently coming to the UK with Archie and Lilibet Diana. My family, that's what Louella, a carnival of so-called expert, has said. My family, she says that, and I quote, Prince Harry and Meghan have well-documented tensions with members of the royal family. But there is something that could help to ease those tensions. She says that calls have been made for Meghan and Harry to bring their offspring to the UK, a gesture that could potentially ease the existing tensions within the royal family. Carnival of so-called expert Louella has claimed. And I have a question. How does Harry and Meghan bringing their kids to the UK ease or soften tensions with the royal family? Kindly someone tell me, how does Harry and Meghan bringing their kids to the UK somehow heal the rift with Charles, William, Kate, Camilla? And who are these people who are making these calls for Harry and Meghan to bring their kids to the UK? Who are these people? I'll tell you who they are. The ones who are so interested in having some kind of access to Archie and also to Lilibet Diana are the UK tabloid press, are carnival of so-called experts. And Prince Harry told us how the game is played. That's how when you are in the royal family, the tabloids try to fit you into some kind of role to create drama around you, my family, in this longest running soap opera in Britain, whereby UK media create heroes and villains. And they've decided that Harry and Meghan are the ones who are going to be the villains, while the people who abuse them and mistreat Harry and Meghan are the ones who are called the heroes in this story. And my family, in this never-ending soap opera in the UK, that is Britain's royal family, clearly you need cast members, you need members of the royal family who are there to perform for the UK tabloid press, to entertain the public. My family, you need cast members, and those cast members are members of the royal family. What happens when basically you are missing Archie&Lilibet, who are not my family in the royal fold, who basically are living their lives peacefully in the US? What happens when you don't have them? UK media are doing everything in their power to find a way to get them back, in the UK. They're doing everything in their power to be able to achieve that, my family. And that to me is very, very clear. I'll explain. A few days ago, I spoke of how a carnival of so-called expert called A.N. Wilson, who writes columns for the Daily Mail, what he wrote, my family, for the Daily Mail, on the Daily Mail, about what he was hoping would happen, the ultimate scenario that would please A.N. Wilson. My family, and here is what he said he wanted to happen. And I quote, "Let's also not forget Donald Trump's veiled threat that if he is re-elected to the White House this November," says carnival of so-called expert A.N. Wilson, "that he, Donald Trump, might expel Harry from the US." That's what, apparently they want Trump to do to Prince Harry. And A.N. Wilson says this, and I quote, he says that if this were to happen, it would be hilarious. And he said, and my family, what he's saying is that is the script that they want to unfold, that they want to become a reality. Here's what they're saying. They're saying that if Harry is deported, Meghan would be asked to give up her Californian lifestyle, a life of freedom, happiness, peace, tranquility, being able to do what she wants to do whenever she wants to do in the family, without having to, ask for permission from William, Charles, Kate, Camilla, all her abusers, the UK media. Meghan is free. And they want her not to be free. And that's why they say that if Harry is deported, that Meghan will be asked to give up her Californian lifestyle, to say nothing of a hotly anticipated new luxury lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, and that Meghan and Harry would have to bring Archie&Lilibet to live in Windsor Great Park and perhaps go to school with George, Louis, and Charlotte. A.N. Wilson says this, that if you were writing a script, of the Royal Soap Opera, you could not hope for a more delicious twist in the plot. He says you could not hope for a more delicious twist in the plot. My family, this is real life. This is not, my family, a show or something. But to the UK media, it's a show to them. It's a show. And they want Harry and Meghan to keep performing for them. And even if Harry and Meghan refuse to perform, still, they can't stop talking about them, creating drama around them, writing more than 1,000 articles a day on Harry and Meghan. They simply just can't stop doing it. They can't stop doing it because they refuse to let Harry and Meghan go. They refuse to let Archie&Lilibet go. They refuse to do that. And clearly, with each and every single passing day, we can see how UK media are hell-bent on trying to find a way to gain access to Harry and Meghan's kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. They are doing everything in their power to try and gain, some kind of access to them. Even by force, by trying to get a husband, a father deported from the US and back to the UK, hoping if he comes, that my family, first of all, he'll be subjected to humiliation, and also that Meghan will be forced to give up her lifestyle, her life in California, a life that is full of freedom, happiness, joy, a life of not having to, be told what to do by your abusers. My family, a life of not having to curtsy to people who put you through so much suffering and hell. They want Meghan to lose her peace of mind, to lose her freedom. That's what they want to see happening. And not just that, they also want Archie&Lilibet around George, Louis, and Charlotte. Once again, you are hearing this stuff from more than 2 carnival of so-called experts. And Louella also is saying the same thing, that they want Archie&Lilibet. What they want is access to them, to fit them into some kind of role, to perform for the UK media. And obviously, of course, to be scapegoats for William and Kate's children. That's the plan of the UK media. That's the plan of the UK media. With how they speak, you think they want, Archie&Lilibet to go and play with George, Louis, Charlotte. That is not what they want. What they want is scapegoats for William's kids, George, Louis, and Charlotte. And my family, they want Archie&Lilibet to be scapegoats for William and Kate's kids, to be used as the distraction, as scapegoats. That whenever George, Louis, and Charlotte do something wrong, Archie&Lilibet to be served up by the farm as scapegoats to cover for George, Louis, and Charlotte. And they want Archie&Lilibet to perform for them. That's what my family UK media want. They don't want them to know freedom, what being free is. They don't want that. And my family, this is Harry and Meghan's real life. This is not about, a soap opera, my family, a drama show. This is real life. Lives get destroyed because of the actions of the UK tabloid media. To them, it's entertainment. And no wonder A.N. Wilson says it will be hilarious if Meghan is forced to give up her life in California, because they know Meghan is at peace and they want to take that away. This is real life. It's not soap opera. It's not drama, my family. It is real life. Real life that UK media want to ruin. They want to ruin the lives of Harry, Meghan, Archie&Lilibet. And for what? To get clicks, to get engagement, to make money for themselves. Clearly, that's what they want, my family. That's what they want, my family. That's what they want. Harry and Meghan fled the UK. And they took their kids away from the UK. They took Archie away from the UK. And my family, then they had Lilibet. And they love and protect their kids so much. They protect their kids' privacy. And my family, I applaud Harry and Meghan for that. It shows that Archie&Lilibet are growing up loved, protected. And my family, they're having a normal childhood. How you find as kids. And my family, that's a good life. But UK media want to take that away. Under the guise of, we want to end this rift. We want these tensions to end. And they want Harry and Meghan to be the ones to somehow end these tensions by serving up their kids. My family, remember what last year this carnival of so-called expert called Richard Kay said. He said, if Harry and Meghan want good press, then here's what they need to do. He said he wants Harry and Meghan to give them access, to give the media, access to them, to give the media access to their kids in exchange for good press. He said that he wanted UK media, the tabloids, to be the first one to find out about any news from Harry and Meghan, to be number one. If Harry and Meghan announced anything, K. Richard, he said he wants the tabloids to be the ones who find out first, not anyone else. Because with them, to the media, members of the royal family, they feel like they're their own personal property, that they belong to them. And even despite the fact that they pay nothing to fund Harry and Meghan, nothing, they pay nothing to fund Archie&Lilibet, their lifestyle, they still feel some kind of ownership over Harry, Meghan, Archie&Lilibet. And that is wrong. And that is wrong. Harry and Meghan are not the personal property of the toxic, racist UK tabloid press. And they need to let Harry, Meghan, and their kids go and leave them alone. I do pray and hope that Archie and Lilibet, my family, grow up full of peace, joy, and happiness. And sadly, that can't happen if they grow up in the UK. Yes, the UK is where Harry was born. It's a country that Harry loves. Yes, it is. But sadly, for as long as the UK tabloid media behave in the manner that they behave, where they hound people, where they bully people, harass people, and say abusive things about Harry, Meghan, and their kids, then clearly it isn't safe for Harry and Meghan to bring their kids to the UK, especially without proper, effective, adequate my family security. But clearly, from those two examples of Louella and A.N. Wilson, clearly it gives you an idea of what the Rota has sat down and wrote, the script that they have written, which they are hoping will unfold. For A.N. Wilson, clearly he wants Meghan to give up her life in California, to give up a luxury brand. And for what? To be told by child that there is no money for Meghan? To be a beggar who's, begging Charles for money? No. Meghan is never ever going to do that. And my family, when Meghan met and married Prince Harry, before she even married Prince Harry, Meghan was forced to give up things that she loved so much. Meghan was forced to close down The Take, her lifestyle blog, The Take, that made Meghan roughly $80,000 a year. $80,000 a year. And she loved doing what she did. She loved it so much. Meghan was forced to give that up. And she gave it up. Only for Charles to be like, there is no money for Meghan. Meghan was forced also to give up her acting career. And she did just that. She gave up what she loves doing, my family, her acting career. Even I remember Wendell Pierce said, a few weeks ago, when he was asked about Meghan, he said that he feels sad because he knows that Meghan would love to act, but sadly she can't. That right now she is behind the camera and not acting. That's what Wendell Pierce said. He felt that Meghan, would have wanted to continue, acting, but she's not doing that anymore. She now prefers to be behind the camera. In my family, Meghan was forced to give up her acting career, and she did that. And for what? To be subjected to racism, abuse, bullying, enormous disrespect. And then someone, a carnival or so-called expert, wants Meghan to give up her life again. Do you think Meghan is going to do that? No way. No way is Meghan going to do that. She is not going to give up her life again. For what? For abuse? For bullying again? For racism again? No. To put up with the abusive media? Not again. Not again. Meghan gave up the thing she loved once. She will not do it again. She will not do it again, my family. She will not do it again. You know? So my family, clearly, UK media are trying to find a way to gain some access to Archie and Lilibet, Harry and Meghan's beautiful children. They are really trying to find a way to gain access to them, clearly using any means necessary, my family, even to try and get Harry deported. They are trying to do everything in their power to try and drag Harry, Archie, Lilibet back to the UK. You know, they're like, if they can't separate Harry from Meghan or Meghan from Prince Harry, now their attempt appears to be finding a way to drag them back to abuse them even more. My family, these evil plots will never ever succeed. This evil plot by the UK media will never ever succeed. It will never ever, my family, succeed. And make no mistake, these are evil plots by the UK tabloid press against, Harry, Meghan, and Harry and Meghan's kids, my family, And Louella also says this, my family. Louella also says this, my family. She says that the presence of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana in the UK might pave the way for reconciliation. My family, once again, how does Archie and Lilibet coming to the UK bring peace in the royal family? Help Harry and Meghan heal the rift with Charles, William, Camilla? No, it does not, my family. What UK media are doing is, my family, demanding this happens for their own sake, to make money off of Harry and Meghan's children by exploiting Harry and Meghan's children. That's what the UK tabloids are doing. Ever since Harry was born, UK media have made money off of Prince Harry for a long time. And now they want to make money off of his kids. Once again, I say this. Harry said he wants to be the father, the person who ends that cycle of trauma, suffering, passed on from father to son, or father to my family daughter. How do you end the cycle of trauma, suffering? By bringing your wife and kids back to the place that clearly is a very, very toxic environment for Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. How do you end the cycle of trauma and suffering? If even right now, as you can see, UK media are itching, they're itching to find a way to gain access to Archie and Lilibet. And my family, they're trying to say that somehow if Archie and Lilibet are brought to the UK, that somehow that can help in reconciliation. Who can forget that Meghan was bullied throughout her entire pregnancy? Who can forget that Meghan said, even in the Oprah interview, I know you don't care about me or Archie, when speaking about how she was pleading for Harry to be given security. She said, she told senior royals, I know you don't care about me or Archie. Those are Meghan's words. I know you don't care about me or Archie. Just keep him safe. Keep him safe. I accept it. I'm okay with it. I know you don't care about me or Archie. Just keep him safe. Keep Harry safe. Keep my husband safe. Keep him safe. Because Harry is being punished for daring to defend Meghan Archie from abusers, from racist UK tabloids. He's being punished for daring to call out racism in the UK. My family. And he's being punished by, first of all, the firm, meaning William and Charles, taking away his security. My family. That was, the number one way in which the firm was punishing Prince Harry for daring to defend Meghan, from abuse. for daring to choose Meghan and Archie, over following William around. They took away Harry's my family security. And when Meghan pleaded for Harry to keep security, Meghan said this, I know you don't care about me or Archie. So my family, years later, has the farm, meaning William and Charles, all of a sudden now care about Archie&Lilibet. The Charles who put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday, does he now care about Archie? Care about Lilibet? I'm sorry, but I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Does William, who bullied Meghan throughout Meghan's pregnancy, where Harry tells us Meghan was in tears because of the, abuse that William was, my family, subjecting Meghan through. Harry tells us in Spare of how he got a phone call from Prince William and put his phone on loudspeaker. And then Meghan had the insults from Prince William towards her, my family. So then, and Meghan was pregnant at the time. So all of a sudden right now, does William not care about Archie&Lilibet? He does not care about Harry and Meghan's kids. He cares about himself. Meghan was bullied throughout her entire pregnancy, and not a single member of the royal family ever condemned the attacks and abuse towards Meghan. Not a single member of the royal family. Not Charles, not William, not Kate, not Camilla, not even the late Queen Elizabeth II. Even she never ever condemned the abuse towards Meghan. My family, she never did. And now UK media are trying to say that, if Harry and Meghan bring the kids, that could help them in, reconciling with, William, Charles, Kate and Camilla. What they should say is that they're the ones who want access to Archie&Lilibet, like they've been saying for a long time. But in exchange for Harry and Meghan handing over the kids to them, they'll get good press from the UK media. That's what they're trying to say, my family. But however, they're using, William, Charles, Kate, Camilla to say that, if that happens, if they have access to Archie&Lilibet, then my family, they're saying that there'll be a reconciliation in the royal family. Come on, you are lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying. The farm, meaning William and Charles, are not interested in peace with Harry and Meghan. Charles evicted Harry, Meghan, Archie&Lilibet from their only UK home. But someone must tell you that if Archie&Lilibet come to the UK, there'll be peace and healing. There'll be a so-called reconciliation with family. If Harry and Meghan hand over their kids or bring their kids to the UK. Oh, come on. UK media, what they're is trying to find a way to gain access to Archie&Lilibet, to mess up their lives, to use them as scapegoats for William and Kate's kids. And that must never happen. And that's why you can see, even from what A.N. Wilson said, my family, of how, he would like to see Archie&Lilibet going to the same school as George, Louis, Charlotte, my family. Why is that? Why is that? Because he wants Archie&Lilibet to serve as scapegoats for William and Kate's kids, like Harry did all his life, being a scapegoat for Prince William, to cover for him. That's what they want. And that must never, ever happen. That must never, ever happen, my family. My family, Louella says that the children, having spent minimal time in Britain, could foster connections with their wider family circle. And Louella says that it is a positive first step for the family to try and come together and heal their relationships. Children do have a unique ability to bring joy and positivity. And seeing them interact and bond with their cousins could remind the adults of the importance of family and forgiveness. My family, again and again and again, you are seeing how Wikimedia are trying to find a way to, push Archie&Lilibet to be around George, Louis, and Charlotte. Because if that happens, it means that Wikimedia will have access to Harry and Meghan's children. And if they have access to Harry and Meghan's mixed race children, Wikimedia will treat them appallingly. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, my family. If even when Archie was born, Wikimedia were basically saying racist things about him, my family, what makes you think that things have changed? Things have not changed. Things have not changed, my family. And Archie&Lilibet are amazing, beautiful kids. And my family, for the sake of their mental health and peace of mind, they must always be kept far away from the UK media, from the toxic UK media. They must be kept far away from the toxic UK media. They must, my family, they must. Otherwise, Harry will never be able to end that cycle of drama, suffering that he, my family, has said he wants to end. That he wants to end it, that he wants it to end with him. It can't end with him if my family, Archie&Lilibet, are brought anywhere near George, Louis, and Charlotte. That cycle of trauma and suffering is never going to end. Which is what Wikimedia, my family, themselves, they don't want that, cycle of suffering trauma to end, because they want to be able to make money off of, members of the family, explaining the trauma, the sufferings to make money for themselves. That's what they want to do. And my family, Harry and Meghan, must keep protecting the kids, Archie and Lilibet, Diana. Wikimedia don't want peace. They don't want peace. The farm don't want peace. If they did, by now, even once, they would have demanded Wikimedia leave Harry and Meghan alone. But they have never ever done that. Never. So my family, they don't want peace. They don't want peace at all. My family, they don't want peace at all. They just want to destroy the lives of Harry and Meghan, and also, destroy Archie and Lilibet's right to live with parents, both parents under the same roof. They want Archie and Lilibet to grow up in a broken home. That way Wikimedia can exploit them like they've done to Prince Harry all of Harry's life. My family, that must not happen. That must not happen. What is happening here is that Wikimedia are itching to fit Archie and Lilibet into my family, a role in the royal family, to make them perform for them. That's what they're doing. That is what they're doing right now. And it's difficult to fit someone into a role if you don't have access to that person. Because Wikimedia, they don't know Archie and they don't know Lilibet, because they've never ever had any kind of access to them. They have never ever had any kind of access to Archie and Lilibet. So they don't know them. It's difficult to fit Archie and Lilibet into a role like they've done with George, Louis, and Charlotte. It's difficult to fit Archie and Lilibet into a role if you know nothing about them. And my family, for as long as Harry and Meghan keep on protecting their kids' privacy, my family, Archie&Lilibet, will grow up happy, at peace, and they will thrive. But if Wikimedia are ever, allowed access to them, my family, then my family, Archie&Lilibet won't have, a happy life. My family, that's not what we want to see. We want to see Archie&Lilibet thriving, happy, and living the best lives ever, my family. Now, my family, I want to hear your opinion on what we have just discussed. I want to hear your opinion, my family, on what we have just discussed. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet and Doria Wagland, and all of you members of He Never Wins. Love wins, and stay tuned to our next video, my family. Love you awesome forever, and may God bless each and every single one of your family. My family, Wikimedia want to find a way to force themselves into Archie and Lilibet's, lives, to have some kind of access to Archie and Lilibet. My family, they must never ever have any kind of access to Archie and Libedana. They must never ever have that. Because UK media are known for being racist. And they were never going to treat Archie&Lilibet well. If they can bully Lilibet over a name at such an age, just imagine if they had full access to Lilibet. Just imagine if Lilibet is 16 or 18 years old, what they do. They would never have treated them well. So my family, whenever you hear all this stuff, or that Archie&Libedana, if they go to the UK, somehow, there'll be peace. My family, these are the media trying to mess up Archie and Lilibet's lives and family. And they must never have any kind of access to Harry and Meghan's kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet and my family. And once again, stay tuned to our next video. Love you forever. And may God bless your family. And I firmly believe that Harry and Meghan will keep protecting their kids always and forever. Now, stay tuned to our next video. Love you also forever. And may God bless your family. May no performance against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet ever prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.